Archangel Michael says, "It is urgent to reveal something sacred and divinely prepared. Someone is being led by heaven to marry you, and the name that heaven has spoken over this union will leave your heart trembling with awe and wonder, for it is not what you expected, but it is what God has chosen for your healing, your elevation, and your eternal joy." In the gentle hush of early morning, when the world is still rubbing the sleep from its eyes, heaven begins to move. Silent footsteps of angels press against the floor of the earth, unseen but never absent, and in this delicate stillness, a whisper is carried on the wind, an urgent whisper from the throne of God. This whisper carries your name, and wrapped around it like golden thread is another name, a name chosen not by men, not by chance, but by the hand of the Lord Himself. God is not a God of confusion, but of perfect alignment and divine appointments. Long before your eyes searched the faces around you for someone who could understand the weight of your soul, God was preparing someone to hold it gently in the palms of their heart. This person has walked through their own storms, just as you have, and each tear they've cried has watered the soil of your future together. Every wound they've carried has become a healing balm that will one day soothe your hidden scars. You have often asked in silence why love had to be so distant, why your heart always felt like it was waiting, watching, and hoping. And yet, in the heavenly chambers, your name and theirs were written together in light. Their soul knows yours, though your eyes may not have met yet. Their spirit has been shaped in such a way that only your voice can calm their trembling, and only your prayers can ignite the fire in their walk with God. Heaven is moving now because it can no longer wait. The hour is ripe. God is unveiling what has been hidden, not as a surprise to catch you off guard, but as a reward for your patience, your growth, and your quiet faith. The angels have seen your nights of surrender, the times you've chosen obedience over comfort, and now, heaven repays with what no man could orchestrate on his own. You may not recognize the name at first, for God often hides great treasures behind ordinary wrappings. This person may not fit the image you held in your imagination, but the moment your souls brush against each other's in the stillness of God's presence, you will know. You will feel the divine spark that no earthly fire can mimic. It won't be loud, and it won't be forced. It will feel like coming home after a long, weary journey. Let your heart not be troubled by delays or detours, for all that has happened until now was part of the divine choreography. Every person who walked away made space for this one who is walking toward you. Type 1616 if you surrender to God's will. Every heartbreak emptied your hands so they could be filled with a love that is rooted in the soil of eternity, not fleeting emotion. This is not the kind of love that merely flutters and fades. This is the kind that builds, protects, and restores. If your spirit feels a stirring right now, it is because your heart recognizes the truth of this revelation. Heaven does not speak without cause, and what is being exposed now is a sacred preparation for your heart to receive what is coming. Do not resist the season of unveiling. Do not silence the inner voice that is awakening with hope. This is not imagination, this is impartation. What God is revealing, He is also ready to fulfill. There is a name that has been etched beside yours in the book of divine unions. That name may shock you, not because it is strange or unfamiliar, but because it carries a weight of destiny you did not expect. It may belong to someone you never considered, someone you counted out, or someone you have not yet encountered. But God sees beyond the surface. He sees the heart, the spirit, the anointing. And the one He has chosen for you carries something your future cannot afford to be without. The heavens are rejoicing as this truth begins to settle in your spirit. The journey to this moment has been long, but every mile was marked by grace. And now, as the doors begin to open, may your heart be willing to walk through them with courage, with faith, and with the full awareness that love, true, divine, redeeming love, is closer now than it has ever been before. Sparkling heart, if your heart is already trembling with hope, don't scroll without first saying, "Thank you, Jesus," in the comments. The angels are circling closer, and heaven's spotlight is turning toward you. Your name is being whispered in the halls of the divine, not just as one who is waiting, but as one who is now ready. Love is coming, and it will wear the name that God has spoken, one that will anchor your soul and lift your spirit into places you never dreamed you could go. In the quiet moments of your waiting, when tears would slip down your cheeks without permission, God was not distant. He was sitting beside you, counting each drop and writing it down as testimony for a day like this. Every tear you've shed in silence became a seed of the garden that will soon bloom around you. The love that is being prepared is not the kind that flickers in the wind or runs when the weight becomes too heavy. It is the kind that stands firm, holds tight, and walks through fire without flinching. There is no randomness in the movements of heaven. The person who is approaching your life is not arriving by chance, but by divine assignment. They were not just chosen for you, they were formed for you. Every hardship they have endured shaped their heart to understand yours. What if you discovered a tiny, walnut-sized brain region holds the secret to endless wealth and success? Recently uncovered by groundbreaking research and once buried in classified files, this frequency is now available to anyone ready to listen. Imagine replacing worry and struggle with a life of financial ease and freedom. Interested? Click the link in video description and comments below to unleash this hidden brain wave and start attracting wealth right now. Type 1515 to receive peace in your soul. Every lesson they've learned has carved space inside them to love you more deeply than the world ever taught them to love. And though their path may have wandered, it has always curved back toward the one God marked with light, **U***. You see, love ordained by heaven doesn't arrive early and it never shows up late. It arrives in the moment your heart is ready not just to receive affection, but to recognize destiny. The moment you choose to forgive the past, to release the weight of what if and what could have been, heaven floods in with what is and what's about to become. You were never forgotten. You were always being prepared for a union that glorifies the very one who created love in the first place. As the veil is lifted now, allow your heart to soften again. Let the bitterness of previous seasons dissolve like fog in morning light. God is not repeating your past, He is redeeming it. What once broke you will become the proof of how deeply you can love. What once left you hollow will now be filled with laughter, with safety, with conversations that stretch late into the night without fear of being misunderstood. The name that heaven is about to expose carries with it more than just letters and syllables. It carries healing, purpose, and a future designed by divine hands. You may feel uncertain or even afraid of what's next. That is only natural when the heart has been through deserts. But let me tell you with all the clarity of the heavens, this is not another desert. This is the beginning of a garden. And the person coming into your life does not bring mirages, they bring living water. Their words will not sting, they will soothe. Their presence will not exhaust you, it will energize your soul. And when you hear their name, whether whispered in prayer or dropped gently in conversation, something inside you will stir like a flame suddenly touched by wind. God is not asking you to rush. He is asking you to remain open. Do not shut the door simply because you've seen it slam before. This is a new threshold, and on the other side of it is someone who has been praying for you without even knowing your name. They have wept in their own silence, wondering when the loneliness would end, unaware that heaven had already spoken your name into their atmosphere. You are the miracle they've been asking for. You are the answer that God has been forming in response to their longing. The love you are about to receive will not compete with your peace. It will not silence your voice or make you feel small. It will be an echo of God's kindness, steady, gentle, and full of light. This love will not come to rescue you, for you were never lost. It will come to walk beside you, hand in hand, through valleys and mountaintops, storms and sunrises, always anchored in faith and built on the foundation of Jesus Christ's unwavering truth. Type 222 if you know God is with you. Candle if your spirit is beginning to glow with hope. Type, I receive this heavenly love, in the comments below. Even now, as you read these words, heaven is aligning hearts and crossing paths. You may feel it as a sudden shift in the air around you, a gentle pressure in your chest, or an unexplainable calm rising like morning mist. That is not imagination, it is preparation. God is bringing two hearts into rhythm, and when they meet, the harmony will be unmistakable. You will not have to force it, chase it, or prove your worth. You will simply rest in the knowing that this love was written into the pages of your life long before you were born. The person whose name heaven is about to whisper into the depths of your soul is not just any person. They are not coming to complete you, because God has already made you whole, but they are coming to align with the wholeness inside you, to multiply the light that already lives in your spirit, and to become a witness to the miracle of God's timing in your life. This is the kind of love that will feel less like noise and more like music, an orchestration of peace, kindness, strength, and unshakable faith, all playing in harmony between two hearts that were formed to recognize each other. There are things inside you that have been hidden even from your closest companions. Silent dreams. Quiet longings. Moments you've wanted to share with someone who wouldn't just listen, but would truly hear you. This person will not look at your past and see brokenness, they will look at your heart and see brilliance. They won't run from your vulnerability, they will meet it with gentle reverence. They will not compete with your calling. They will honor it, protect it, and nurture it like a fragile flower blossoming in sacred ground. Heaven does not choose partners based on appearances or status. Heaven chooses based on purpose. And this person, this name that will soon be spoken over your life, is chosen not because of what they bring in the eyes of man, but because of what they carry in their spirit. You are not just being connected to someone you will love, you are being united with someone who will walk beside you as you fulfill the very reason you were created. You will not need to explain to them why you worship the way you do. They will already understand, for their soul has been dancing in the same light. You will not have to shrink your joy to make them feel bigger. Your light will not intimidate them, it will ignite them. And when you pray together, heaven will tremble with joy, because the two of you together will become a lighthouse for others who are still lost in the dark. This is why the preparation was necessary. This is why the waiting was long. God was not punishing you, He was polishing you. He was teaching you to hear His voice, to trust His hand, and to love yourself in the silence so that when this name arrives, you would know how to receive without fear. What if the missing piece to financial success wasn't luck, but a hidden frequency inside your brain waiting to be switched on? Once activated, this ancient signal unleashes waves of prosperity, opening doors to opportunities you never thought possible. From sudden windfalls to long-awaited breakthroughs, it's transforming lives daily. Want to see how? Click the link in the video description and comments below to tap into the money magnet brain wave and begin your journey today. Type 1919 to embrace healing. You've carried burdens that didn't belong to you. You've waited with hope even when your heart was breaking. And now, God says, the time has come to lift your eyes, for love is drawing near with footsteps wrapped in glory. Revolving hearts, if your heart is ready to receive what was once delayed, say, "Welcome, God's timing," in the comments below. This person will not only recognize your beauty, they will honor your soul. They will not just want your presence, they will protect your heart. And their voice will carry something familiar, as if your spirit knew their rhythm long before your ears knew their name. When you meet them, something ancient will stir inside you, something holy, something eternal, something that was written long before your first breath. Their name may surprise you. It may belong to someone who has already been near, or it may arrive like a stranger with a key to a door you didn't know existed. But when the moment comes, it will be undeniable. You will not have to beg God for confirmation, for the peace you feel in their presence will answer what your prayers once questioned. Their laughter will feel like a memory you never made. Their presence will feel like home in a world full of rooms that never quite fit. God is not just bringing you someone to love, He is bringing someone to carry vision with you, someone who sees not just your face but your future. They will stand with you when the winds rise, and they will rejoice with you when the rains finally end. This is the kind of connection that builds legacies, that plants seeds of faith in generations to come, and that reflects the heartbeat of heaven in every conversation, every decision, every embrace. Dove comment, Amen, if you believe the love that's coming is one that will honor your soul and glorify God. God does not move on impulse, He moves through intention. The name that is coming into the light was not simply selected, it was assigned. There is a holy weight behind this connection, for it was formed not through fleeting attraction but through eternal purpose. And while many may speak of love casually, what God is preparing for you is anything but casual. It is consecrated. It is drenched in prayer. It is covered in grace. You have walked through many chapters alone, learning the rhythm of your own heart, discovering how to carry joy through sorrow, and how to hold peace even when the night refused to end. You learned how to dance with hope in the rain. You learned how to stand tall with no one clapping for your courage. And all of it was not in vain. Heaven was watching. God was preparing. The love that is being revealed now is your harvest. It is the long-awaited bloom after years of roots growing in secret. The person whose name is about to echo in your life is not arriving empty. They are carrying oil of compassion, of gentleness, of discernment, of patience, of joy. They are bringing not just affection but alignment. Type 666 if you believe in God's grace. They are not just your future spouse, they are your partner in spiritual growth, your co-builder in purpose, your mirror in worship, and your echo in faith. They have walked through their own valley, but they kept praising. They have scars, but they wear them as reminders of God's faithfulness. And now, the time has come for your paths to meet, not because you're broken, but because you're ready. Ready to be seen, not through the eyes of expectation, but through the eyes of God's design. Ready to be loved, not for what you offer, but for who you are when the world isn't looking. Ready to be chosen, not because you're convenient, but because you're called. This person's voice will calm storms inside you that even you didn't know still raged. Their presence will feel like a song you've always known but never heard before. They will not make you feel small to feel tall. They will not pull away when they see your vulnerability. Instead, they will step closer, seeing the beauty even in your trembling. This love will not crush, it will cradle. It will not suffocate, it will breathe life into every dry place within you. This name that heaven is revealing carries a lineage of answered prayers. Generations may have cried out for a union that breaks cycles, and that prayer is being fulfilled through you. Together, you and this person will not just love each other, you will be used as vessels of healing to those around you. Your testimony will not just be about romance. It will be about the relentless goodness of a God who never forgot your name. You will laugh again, deep, holy laughter that rises from the soul like sunlight after years of gray. You will rest again, not just in the quiet of the night, but in the safety of knowing you are finally, fully understood. And yes, you will dream again, not small, cautious dreams, but expansive, bold visions that you and your partner will carry to completion with God's help. They may arrive unexpectedly, or they may already be nearby, their presence slowly drawing closer like morning light spreading across the floor. When the moment comes, you won't have to beg for clarity. The peace will be loud. The confirmation will be clear. And everything that once felt delayed will suddenly feel perfectly timed. This love is not being birthed from the patterns of the world, but from the rhythm of heaven. It is not hurried, and it is not hollow. It is deliberate, mature, and bathed in the fragrance of worship. The one chosen to walk beside you has been shaped by fire and molded by mercy, just as you have. They have faced rejection, betrayal, and seasons of crushing silence, but instead of allowing bitterness to grow, they chose faith. Instead of closing their hearts, they kept sowing love. And now, their preparation has reached your doorstep. What if a simple 7-minute sound frequency could awaken a forgotten brain signal designed to pull wealth toward you like a magnet? Backed by shocking CIA files and neuroscience, this discovery is now changing lives everywhere. Think of debts melting away, promotions arriving, and abundance flowing freely. Click the link in video description and comments below to experience the hidden wealth wave and let your financial destiny shift in your favor today. Type 1414 to step into divine protection. God is not giving you a temporary comfort to patch the holes in your heart. He is giving you a covenant connection, sealed with purpose, and alive with joy. This person will not arrive as a project to fix, nor as a savior to lean on. They will come as a partner, walking in rhythm with your spirit, understanding your wounds without needing explanation, and honoring your presence like a rare and sacred gift. There will be a softness in how they speak your name, as though they are aware of the weight it carries. There will be a stillness in their spirit that matches the peace you've been growing in solitude. When they walk into your life, it will not feel like a rescue, it will feel like a return. Not to something you lost, but to something you always believed was possible, even when your heart grew tired of waiting. The wait has not been passive, it has been active preparation. Every tear you cried became a thread in the tapestry of your destiny. Every closed door protected you from settling for less than the divine design. Every lonely night was not emptiness, it was space being cleared for something far more eternal. And now, the angels are gathering, heaven is shifting, and the next step is unfolding with divine timing so precise that not even a breath will be wasted. Rose, if you feel this unfolding in your spirit, comment, "I receive heaven's timing with joy." When this person enters your life, you will not need to strive for their attention. Your spirit will recognize their presence before your words do. You will feel safe before you understand why. You will laugh without filtering your joy. And when they pray beside you, the air will feel different, as if heaven leans closer just to listen. This is not just about romance. It's about ministry. Together, you will build what neither of you could have built alone. Your love will be a light to others, not because it's perfect, but because it's real. It will speak of second chances and supernatural timing. It will show the world what happens when two surrendered hearts collide in a holy fire. And even when trials come, your love will not falter, because it was not built on emotion, it was built on obedience. God is not just aligning your desires, He is aligning your legacies. What you carry will blend with what they carry, and the result will be something that births peace in rooms filled with chaos, healing in places marked by pain, and hope in the hearts of those who had nearly given up. Together, your love will create echoes that last for generations. Dove, if you believe your love story is part of God's eternal echo, comment, heavens will be done. So do not rush. Do not fear. Do not shrink in doubt. Keep walking in faith. Keep speaking life over your future. Keep blessing what you cannot yet see. Because the name that once felt distant is now drawing close. Type 1010 if you trust in God's timing. The name that once felt hidden is now being lifted into view. And soon, you will see that God was never late. He was only preparing something so sacred, so powerful, and so beautiful, that your heart had to be strengthened first to hold it. This person is not coming to fill a gap. They are coming to walk beside you as a witness of what you have overcome. They will not fear your strength, nor will they shrink from your softness. They will see both, honor both, and nurture both. Where the world tried to make you choose between power and peace, they will gently remind you that you were always meant to carry both within you, like oil and flame, coexisting in harmony. You may wonder how such a love could even exist. But heaven doesn't measure love by the patterns of this world. This love was not formed in passing glances or fleeting feelings. It was formed in the quiet obedience of two hearts that continued to believe, even when belief felt like a burden. And now, their road is meeting yours, not with confusion, but with clarity. Not with pressure, but with peace. They will look at you and not just see what is visible, they will sense what is hidden. The unspoken weight you carry. The resilience beneath your smile. The dreams you buried because life asked too much of you. They will not run from your depth, they will dive into it. They will not shy away from your questions, they will embrace them like sacred doors that lead to your soul. And when they speak, their words will not just echo in your ears. They will resonate in your spirit. There will be a divine familiarity in the way they talk about the future, as if your hearts had already been dreaming together long before your hands ever touched. And in that moment, you will know, this is not just love, it is legacy. This is not just a desire fulfilled, it is destiny awakened. Hibiscus, if your heart is opening to the sound of destiny, comment, this is the love I've waited for. This love will not come to take from you, it will come to pour into you. Not to fix you, because God has already been doing that in private, but to walk beside the healing that has already begun. They will remind you what laughter feels like when it's safe. What silence feels like when it's shared. What partnership feels like when it's wrapped in purpose and covered in prayer. The enemy tried many times to steal this from you. Through delays, through discouragement, through disappointments so heavy they felt like final chapters. But every attack only sharpened your discernment. Every fall only strengthened your foundation. And now, as you rise again, the heavens are releasing what no hand could delay any longer. There is a sense of urgency in the spirit because the time of union is near. This name is not just a name, it is a key. A key to doors that have remained shut for far too long. A key to joy you forgot how to expect. What if you could unlock a secret brain wave that top scientists discovered inside the hippocampus, the very switch that signals wealth and abundance? Hidden from the public for decades, this breakthrough can rewire your mind to attract prosperity faster than you imagined. Picture the stress of bills replaced with financial freedom and new opportunities. Click the link in the video description and comments below to activate this ancient money wave and step into abundance today. Type 888 to open doors of abundance. A key to destiny that has been quietly waiting for this moment of divine unlocking. And when the key fits, it won't require effort. It will turn effortlessly, and the door will swing open to a future soaked in light. Candle, if you're ready to walk through that door, type "Open, Lord" in the comments with faith. They may not look like what you imagined. They may not enter your life the way stories are told. But when they do, it will make sense in a way only heaven can explain. Every previous goodbye will feel like it led to this welcome. Every lonely road will feel like it was always leading you to this intersection. Do not be surprised if your heart starts to feel a strange excitement, even before their name is revealed. That is your spirit recognizing the shift. That is your soul preparing room. That is God whispering, "Get ready, I am bringing them into view." And in the stillness that follows, you will feel it, like rain coming after a dry season, soft and sure and full of promise. This is not just a new relationship. It is a holy alliance. A merging of callings. A fulfillment of heaven's intention. The name that's coming carries laughter, peace, stability, gentleness, and a shared hunger for God's presence. Together, you will go places you never dared to dream. Together, you will pray with a fire that touches others. Together, you will rise, not just in love, but in calling. The person God is bringing is not an interruption to your growth, they are an extension of it. Their arrival is not a disruption, it is an affirmation. You will not lose yourself in them, rather, you will find that parts of you, long dormant, long silenced, begin to breathe again. Like sunlight warming cold soil, their love will awaken things inside you that only God and time could prepare for. They will not ask you to hide your passion for the things of God. Instead, they will stand beside you, with eyes full of awe and gratitude, watching you burn with holy fire, and thanking God for choosing them to walk with someone so anointed. They will not compete with your calling. They will celebrate it, lift it, and walk beside it as though it were their own. They will not fear your strength, they will see it as an answered prayer. There is no need to pretend with this person. No need to filter your emotions, dim your light, or carry the weight of perfection. Their heart will recognize your authenticity as beauty, and your transparency as a gift. They are not coming to rescue you, because you have already been rescued by God. They are coming to partner with you, to build, to walk, to grow, to endure, to worship, and to love through the lens of heaven. If you're ready to walk beside someone who sees you the way God sees you, comment, "I am ready for divine partnership." Type 1212 if you believe God is guiding you. They will bring more than smiles. They will bring stillness. The kind that quiets your overthinking. The kind that soothes the noise inside your chest. The kind that feels like home in a world full of restlessness. When they hold your hand, it won't be for the sake of affection alone, it will be an unspoken prayer, a signal that you are not alone anymore. When they look at you, it won't just be love in their eyes, it will be reverence. You will know them by the way your soul stops searching when they speak. You will feel it in the way their presence feels like answered prayer, even before their name leaves your lips. God has already prepared their heart to carry you, not to possess you, but to protect what is sacred in you. This is the kind of love that does not whisper doubt, it declares purpose. Do not let past wounds convince you that this is too good to be true. What you are about to walk into is not the fruit of fantasy, it is the reward of faith. You did not lower your standards. You raised your prayers. You did not settle. You surrendered. And heaven heard you clearly. This is not a trickle of hope. This is a flood of favor. Their name may surprise you, but their spirit will feel like something you've known forever. A reminder of a place your soul once visited before this life even began. You will feel safe in their laughter. You will feel healed by their silence. And when you worship together, the atmosphere around you will tremble with light. If you're ready to worship beside the one God prepared for you, comment, Amen, it is coming. Everything you once feared about love, losing yourself, being misunderstood, being abandoned, will be unraveled in the presence of this person. Not because they are perfect, but because they are pure. They are pure in their intention. Pure in their pursuit. Pure in their willingness to show up, again and again, even on the hard days. You will not need to remind them of your value. They will already know, because God will have shown them. Their prayers will include your name even before they meet you. Their dreams will hold glimpses of your smile. And when you finally come face to face, heaven will rejoice, for two vessels shaped in silence will finally sing the same song aloud. This love will not be rushed. It will move at the speed of peace. It will bloom with gentleness, unfold with kindness, and build itself in truth. It will not demand an audience to feel real. It will grow in the private places, where only heaven watches and only God speaks. And every step forward will feel like home. You will not miss what is meant for you. You will not lose what heaven has secured. The name that is coming is sealed with destiny, wrapped in the purity of answered prayers, and hand-picked by the one who knows your heart more deeply than you ever could. What if a simple 7-minute sound frequency could awaken a forgotten brain signal designed to pull wealth toward you like a magnet? Backed by shocking CIA files and neuroscience, this discovery is now changing lives everywhere. Think of debts melting away, promotions arriving, and abundance flowing freely. Click the link in video description and comments below to experience the hidden wealth wave and let your financial destiny shift in your favor today. Type 333 to welcome blessings. This person will not enter your life with noise or confusion. They will arrive with clarity. They will bring calm, not questions. They will remind you that love, when sent by God, does not make you guess, it makes you feel seen. When they stand beside you, their presence will not demand attention, it will offer safety. You will not have to chase their affection or earn their consistency. Their love will be built on a foundation of reverence, not performance. When they say your name, it will sound like peace. When they hear your story, they will not retreat, they will draw closer. Because they were not just created to love you, they were formed to understand you. They will walk slowly through your heart, never rushing, never stepping over wounds. Their love will be patient enough to wait for every door to open freely. They will not pry or pressure, because what they seek is not ownership, it is unity. And in their stillness, you will find rest for the parts of you that never knew how to relax. The places inside that always felt like they had to fight for love will finally exhale. If you're ready for a love that brings rest to your soul, comment, "I receive this peace." Heaven chose this person not because they were the loudest, the strongest, or the most visible. Heaven chose them because their heart has been quietly shaped in the shadows. They have learned how to endure. They have learned how to hope. They have learned how to listen, not just with their ears, but with their spirit. They don't want love just for the feeling, they want love for the purpose, for the partnership, for the glory it will bring to the kingdom of God. And when they meet you, they won't be confused by your calling. They will be drawn to it. They won't feel the need to compete with it or silence it. They will know that loving you means loving what God is doing through you. They will cover you in prayer when you feel weak. They will speak life when doubt tries to speak louder. They will become a mirror, not of your past, but of your promise. This kind of love doesn't shout, it whispers in the quiet moments when no one is watching. It holds your hand while you're still healing. It waits with you when the world rushes by. It chooses you every day, not because it's easy, but because it's holy. And in this choosing, you will find yourself unfolding in ways you never thought possible. They will look into your eyes and not just see your smile, they will see your story. And instead of turning away, they will stay. They will love you not in spite of your scars, but because of the strength it took to survive them. And in doing so, they will become an answer to every silent prayer you whispered when no one else was listening. Type 777 if you walk by faith. Their name may be known to you, or it may be someone you've never imagined. But when it is spoken into your world, there will be no fear, no hesitation, only a sacred recognition. Your heart will not question it, because heaven will confirm it. The peace will be too deep, the timing too precise, and the alignment too perfect to be anything but divine. This person will not only be a love story, they will be a faith story. A story that says, I waited. I trusted. I believed. And God brought me something that was not just good, it was right. Your life will not just change, it will expand. Your vision will not just grow, it will become clearer. Your steps will no longer feel heavy, because two will walk where one once stood alone. Heaven is not just giving you someone to hold hands with. Heaven is giving you someone to hold purpose with. Someone who will walk beside you, not behind you. Someone who will call out your strength when you forget you have it. Someone who will sit in the silence with you when the world feels too loud. Someone who doesn't need a spotlight to feel seen, because your presence will be enough. Everything you have walked through has prepared you for the kind of love that does not break under pressure, does not run at the first sign of discomfort, and does not dim its light to avoid being seen. The love that is on its way to you is strong because it has been tested, and soft because it has been humbled. It will not impress you with performance, it will comfort you with truth. It will not charm you with empty words, it will embrace you with consistent presence. This person is not being sent to you because you are lacking. They are being sent because you are overflowing. The healing you've walked through, the self-worth you've discovered, the voice you've reclaimed, these are all signs that you are ready, not to be completed, but to be partnered. You have become a well of life, and heaven is sending someone who knows how to draw from it without draining it. Their love will not require masks. You will not have to perform strength when you are tired, or silence your emotions when you need to be vulnerable. They will make space for every part of you, not because they are perfect, but because they have learned to love themselves through grace, and now they are ready to love someone else the same way. Their name may not echo with fame, but it will echo with faith. It will carry within it the weight of prayer, the softness of surrender, and the courage of someone who never gave up, even when life tried to silence their hope. They are not just walking toward you, they are walking with God. And when your paths meet, the harmony will be undeniable. What if the missing piece to financial success wasn't luck, but a hidden frequency inside your brain waiting to be switched on? Once activated, this ancient signal unleashes waves of prosperity, opening doors to opportunities you never thought possible. From sudden windfalls to long-awaited breakthroughs, it's transforming lives daily. Want to see how? Click the link in the video description and comments below to tap into the money magnet brain wave and begin your journey today. Type yes to affirm. This love will not ask you to shrink to fit. It will ask you to rise. It will encourage your growth, applaud your transformation, and hold space for your evolution. You will not feel bound, you will feel free. Free to worship, free to rest, free to dream bigger, speak louder, and live deeper than you ever have before. And as your hands intertwine, you will feel the presence of God settle over you like a gentle covering. They will know how to love you not because they studied you, but because they prayed for you. And in those prayers, God taught them what you would need. He taught them to listen more than they speak, to give without expecting, to stay even when it's hard, and to love like Christ, sacrificial, patient, kind, and without condition. They have been in training for you, just as you have been in preparation for them. Your souls will fit, not because they are identical, but because they are aligned. You will not always agree, but you will always return to love. You will not walk without storms, but you will never be alone in the rain again. And every time your faith begins to flicker, their voice will remind you of who you are and whose you are.